Trivialists, are you ready to do battle? Welcome. It is April 21st, 2026. Anna Staub is here.
Hey.
You officially changed your name, correct? And had to jump through, I'm sure, a few hoops and,
Yeah.
and all that. So hopefully you'll still be able to vote.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah. But anyway, welcome as always. And
Thank you.
this is going to be wide open session. Our perennial champion, Greg Weaver, is not here tonight, so it's going to be wide open. Who's going to bag those bragging rights for a whole week? CM Punk. Brandon we have a live studio audience. He's indicating that he feels it tonight. I don't know what the line is out of Vegas, but it should be interesting. So what's new? Tell us about Strawberry Hill. What can we expect with spring on the rise? Although we had frost this morning.
Oh my goodness, we did. Yeah. So we're just in the middle of spring programs, homeschool trips, field trips with schools. We're just like really busy pretty much every single day and preparing for summer camp.
Tell us about the wildlife at Strawberry Hill. Is it all in the wild, or do you have some domesticated animals that you can use for educational purposes?
We do. We have a couple of animal ambassadors. We have a barred owl. We have a descented skunk. He's very sweet. We have a spotted turtle. We have a milk snake with albinism, hissing cockroaches. So we have a couple different critters.
Do you have names for them all?
We do. Yeah. Candy corn's our milk snake because she's colored like candy corn. Strix is just called Strix, the barred owl. Ollie, the skunk.
Ollie?
Ollie, yeah.
Okay. Well, Ollie's been descended. That was what I heard. So that means you can cuddle with a skunk?
You can, but he actually still smells like a skunk. So even though he can't spray, sometimes when I'm working with him, like if I'm trimming his claws or if I'm like grooming and I'm holding him, I will go home and I still smell like a skunk. It's great.
Okay. Well, in spite of that, go to Strawberry Hill. You don't have to hold the skunk.
No.
And if you want, so you got to take a shower anyway. So it's not that bad.
I'm usually out on the trails. I'm out teaching, so I'm already covered in grass and grime and mud and stuff. So just go and take a second shower. It's fine.
Why not have a little skunk smell to top things off?
Yeah. Brandon doesn't mind it.
When could someone come out and see the animals? Is that available now, or is there a certain time in the spring when you officially open?
So we're actually bringing Ollie the skunk to the Earth Day extravaganza on Thursday at the Ag Center. So that is an Earth Day celebration with a bunch of different organizations at the Adams County Ag Center from 3 till 7.
And that's across from the bank on Old Harrisburg Road, just out of town.
Yeah.
Free admission?
Yeah. So if
Any charge to hold Ollie?
nobody can hold Ollie. You have to have a special
Even if you wear-
license to be able to work with him.
Do you have special gloves so you don't
No.
get clawed? No?
He knows me well enough, but anybody who would work with him extensively would have to go through a lot of training.
Well, I think
In
that's
order to
for
hold him.
liability purposes, that's sound strategy.
Yeah, and he was born and raised around people, so he's only ever known life with people, but still, he's
When
still a
was
wild
he-
animal.
When was he descended? Is there a certain age you do that?
About a month after they're born.
Now, did you do that procedure?
No, he came from a licensed breeder who
Okay.
took care of that.
All
Yeah.
right.
But here's a fun fact: baby skunks, they're called kits, and they will stink bomb their litter mates. So you kind of have to descent them after a certain time because they will go up to their litter mates, spray them, and then run and hide. Kind of like the way small children will run into their brother or sister's room and pass gas and then run away thinking it's funny. There are some things about childhood that are kind of universal.
This actually have a sense of humor.
They do. They do. They think it's funny.
Maybe when they get older, they outgrow that sort of behavior.
They do. Yeah.
Okay. But is that competition for mother's milk or something? What would explain that kind of behavior?
It's how they learn how to interact and to play with each other.
Yeah.
Kind of the way kids do. Kids will walk up and smack their brother and then run. Or they'll steal their sister's toys and then run and hide and then go to mom
And then deny it.
and then deny it.
All right, well, yeah, like I said, wide open, no Greg Weaver tonight, no Anna tonight, and CM Punk will be trying to carry the family mantle, so no pressure, but, when I saw him, I said, sorry for your loss, and then I was referring to CM Punk, the wrestler, who modeled himself after our CM Punk, and he lost. Apparently, we think it might have been rigged, but,
That's the only reason he lost.
yeah. Well, anyway, I already talked on Sports Chat about, we losing Roy Kiefer last week, and Brandon knew him well. Great loss around the courthouse, great service to the county as district attorney. And he was a big part of community media back when we were out of community television. He helped me out on a lot of basketball calls, and we had his show at halftime, Roy on Roundball, and we have out of the archives in tribute to Roy Kiefer from February 25th, 1994, a mere 32 years ago, a high school game, with Roy and I on the call. So that's coming up after trivia. In the meantime, we want to thank our current banner sponsors, and they include Gettysburg Railway, Exchange Club of Hanover, Destination Gettysburg, Classic Antique Innovations, Adams County Trout Unlimited, Sports Hall of Fame, and Community Foundation. So what's involved with being a banner sponsor for $80 a month or $880 a year? You can sponsor all our programming, live, taped, everything in between, and have creative input as well. Say, hey, why don't you have a show about whatever? So that's where you come in as our banner sponsors, and we really appreciate the support of all our sponsors. So that's the first time I read it in reverse order. So trying to mix it up a little.
Good job.
Okay, so we had, 20 different players last week, I think. So I'm sure there are a lot more people who are watching that don't play. I mean, do you ever watch Jeopardy?
I do, yeah.
The current champ has been on for, what, a couple weeks?
Oh, I haven't watched lately.
Recently,
Yeah.
okay. But they have the current champ, he's on a roll, this guy. And, you wonder, do they study? They must study. I mean, everybody has a certain amount of general knowledge. But, go over maybe the complete works of Shakespeare, and not that you have to read it, but I wonder if there are trivia prep guides somewhere you can get. Probably. It's not like AI. I mean, you still got to have it in your head.
I imagine that they study they go back and study shows from history to be able to kind of see patterns in the types of trivia topics.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine.
Well, we have a copycat feature or aspect of our program, the last question, where you got to bet how many, or you got to wager. Well, it's not a real bet, but and you're a proponent of the all-in method,
Yeah.
and you've had good results with it, so why not? We'll see what happens tonight as the drama unfolds here on Live Trivia. So Corey, anything you want to add to the convo?
Well, hopefully there's some sports questions and maybe I can be on the top of the leaderboard. But I don't know. If I don't know, I'm just going to guess it quick and try to get points.
Any music trivia tonight?
I don't believe so. I
Okay.
don't think so. Not on this Tuesday evening.
All right. Well, this is the only game in town, so good luck, everybody, and may the best brain prevail. Sean and Jordan are here. We thank them so much. And good luck. Brandon Staub will be playing along, and hopefully it's ready to go. What does the cable network acronym ESPN stand for? Entertainment and Sports Programming Network, Essential Stats and Play-by-Play Network, Eastern Sports and Professional News, or Exclusive Sports Programming Network? Yeah, it goes way back to the early days of ESPN, the entertainment part, not so much, but that is the correct answer, A. Most people got it right. I venture the people that got it incorrect are not sports fans. ESPN stands for what you just said, founded in 1979. ESPN revolutionized sports broadcasting just by being the first channel dedicated entirely to the coverage of sports 24/7. Its creation met the growing interest in televised sports and paved the way for dozens of sports networks to come. Tina, look out. She is playing tonight. She's playing for keeps.
What tree brings millions of visitors to see its blooms each year in Japan? Cherry blossom, Bradford pear, magnolia, or redbud? I can tell you right now, I'm grateful that it is not a Bradford pear. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, why don't they get rid of, I think that I talked about this before, why don't they get rid of the Bradford pears on the battlefield? Were they here in 1863? Yeah, oh, Jordan says they're trying, okay. Well, if the
Answer-
beavers gotta go, then the
True.
Bradford pears gotta go.
True. Every year, all over Japan, from mid-March until mid-April, cherry blossom trees bloom and draw 30 million visitors. We did get to go see the ones in D.C. a couple
How
weeks
was
ago.
it?
It was beautiful.
And they've been down there for what, 100 years or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Schwolfenstein, ausgezeichnet. Sarah Y. Third. Which of these is sometimes called poor man's saffron? Chamomile, cassia, chevril, or calendula? Is this tea? I'm not a tea person. I have no idea. I would probably guess A because that's the only one I've ever heard of.
I believe it's D.
C?
D. Calendula.
D. Okay, that's what the people say. And Anna is one with the people. Calendula. Known scientifically as calendula office, whatever, is sometimes called poor man's saffron. Its vibrant hue is often utilized as a colorant in cooking, acting as a substitute for expensive saffron. It is also used in ointments, herbal teas, and cosmetics for its antiviral, antibacterial, etc. properties. Don't look now, but Sarah Y. is in the lead. Corey third.
Which of these cheeses is included in a caprese salad? Mozzarella, cheddar, provolone, or Havarti?
I'm not a salad aficionado. I couldn't tell you.
I think the word salad is a little bit misleading here. But it's A.
A, mozzarella. The people agree. Wow. What else is in it?
Balsamic vinaigrette?
Lettuce?
No. Traditional caprese salad includes tomato, basil, olive oil, salt, pepper, and mozzarella cheese, which is why it's interesting that it's called a salad. But I
Yeah.
can tell you, a certain person in the room tonight can eat this by the pound.
Yeah. Well, potato salad, macaroni salad, they don't have any lettuce either, but good point. All right. Sarah Y. in the lead by 20. High altitude regions such as Chile, blank harvesters use large net to collect water. Thunder, sky, air, or fog? Okay. Well, if you know any science, I couldn't. In dry, high altitude regions such as Chile, I think it's fog because, clouds has clouds, cloud has water in it, and that is the correct answer. Air harvesters? In Chile's arid high-altitude regions, innovative installations known as fog harvesters use large nets to capture water droplets from fog. These nets, typically made from a mesh material, catch the tiny droplets found in the coastal fog to help provide sustainable water sources for local communities. And that is the southern part of the Andes Mountains, which are like the spine of South America.
If your job is driving a Zamboni, in which of these sports would you be working? Basketball, hockey, golf, or beach volleyball? And I actually know the answer to this.
Highlight. Good one, Jordan.
It would be interesting if it was golf.
The
It would
photo
be
doesn't
very-
help. That was a soft toss, Corey. I'm sure you got that right.
Yeah, that was a layup.
So is that why they have 3 periods, so they can bring the Zamboni out twice?
A Zamboni is a machine used to resurface the ice in a skating rink, making it smooth and ready for skaters either ice skating or playing hockey. These large machines were invented by Frank Zamboni in 1949 after dealing with On what I'm
The,
assuming was uneven
It
ice.
took a lot of people to do it without that machine.
Looks like
Labor
everybody got
intensive.
it.
What type of Latin dance traditionally employs a handheld folding fan? Salsa, flamenco, bachata, or meringue? Ole, 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 ole. OJ, OJ. Well, I'm not going to say anything. Flamenco, the people say. That sounds correct. It is correct. Flamenco dancing traditionally sees a female dancer employ a folding fan to enhance the drama and indicate story beats in their routine. Whoa. It's like Schulfenstein back on top. Breezy in the mix. Tin Man, sixth.
From what country does the international home goods and furniture retailer IKEA originate? Finland, Sweden, Switzerland, or Norway? I feel like this is a very soft toss.
Yeah, especially check the colors of the sign,
Yeah.
which
Yes.
correlate with the flag of the nation now that the time has run. It's clearly Sweden, and people got it right.
4 people answered incorrectly, and I'm wondering if one of them is CM Punk. Fun fact, IKEA originates from Sweden and was founded in 1943 by Ingvar Kamprad. The name IKEA is actually an acronym comprising the founder's initials, plus those of Elmatard and Agunnaryd.
It's become a local retail giant.
I love walking through IKEA. And yes, CM Punk was one of the ones that got it wrong.
Known for its calming properties, what purple-flowered herb is often used in making soaps and potpourri? Basil, lavender, lemongrass, or sage? We only have one picture on our version here. Hopefully, do you have 4 photos? Okay.
Yeah.
But is it lavender?
Yes.
Yeah. But people were all over it. And justifiably so. Native to the Mediterranean, lavender is a versatile herb renowned for its soothing fragrance and calming properties. Lavender's essential oils enhance soaps and potpourris, and its use dates back to ancient times. The Lavender Festival, isn't that in Fairfield?
It used to be.
Oh, they don't have it anymore. Oh. Ruby from Boston, 5th. Trixie, 6th.
What fictional town serves as the setting for the original or for the reality TV show in 1989's The Truman Show? Hill Valley, Sea Haven, Suncrest, or Haven Hills?
I mean, I remember this movie because I don't remember the name of the fictional town.
I don't remember this either.
So it's a wild guess. Sea Haven? The people say Sea Haven. Huh. How about that?
In the 1998 film The Truman Show, the main character, Truman Burbank, unknowingly lives his life in the fictional town of Sea Haven, which is actually a giant set designed for a reality TV show about him. Filming took place in the picturesque town of Seaside, Florida. I do not remember that being in the seaside. Interesting.
I didn't either. I vaguely remember the movie.
Tina's back on top.
I think Ed Harris was in it too. What famous singer and actress starred on the Disney Channel show Shake It Up? Sabrina Carpenter, Ariana Grande, Zendaya, or Selena Gomez? Zendaya's in a lot of movies coming out. I read about her. But isn't it B?
I feel like, I don't know.
It is Zendaya. Okay, but the answers are all over the board, so a tough question. Zendaya first rose to fame in the 2010-2013 show Shake It Up on Disney Channel, which started her singing and movie career. Huh. Dennis Weaver trying to carry the family mantle.
Herbs such as dill and fennel are actually members of the blank family. Apple, carrot, broccoli, or potato.
Well,
I love this one.
I don't think
Because
they're,
there's
I don't
some-
think it's carrot.
It
because
is
they-
carrot.
It is?
Yes. And there are some very dangerous lookalikes.
Okay. Wow. So they grow under the ground, dill and fennel?
Well, those are their root systems are similar.
Okay.
Dill and fennel are indeed members of the Apiaceae family, commonly known as the carrot family. This aromatic family includes other popular culinary herbs and vegetables such as parsley, cilantro, and parsnip, and also things like Queen Anne's lace.
CM Punk must be having some technical difficulties. What is the name for the small center target on a dartboard? Jackpot, bullseye, ace, or bingo? Is this the softest toss ever?
Okay, the last one was easy, but I feel like it should be B, but then I'm like, maybe I'm questioning myself and it should be C.
B. It's
It
the
is B.
bullseye.
Okay.
The bullseye once meant the thick center part of a piece of glass from which all other pieces were cut, radiating out from the center, much like a dartboard. 87% got it correct. Tina Mark's still on top. Everybody else in the mix.
With what type of libation is an oenophile obsessed? Rum, beer, absinthe, or wine?
What do you call somebody who's obsessed with beer? CM Punk says alcoholic. Okay, of course it's wine, but not everybody got it right. Only 47%.
I think I'm saying that wrong.
Oenophile.
Enophile likes all things wine, with the word itself coming from the Greek eno, meaning wine, and phile, meaning lover of.
Now, is this Bean? Is this Bean in the photo? Jordan confirmed. Do I get extra credit for that? Who plays the leading female role? Melissa Robinson alongside Jim Carrey in 1994's Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Cameron Diaz, Lauren Holly, Courtney Cox, or Jennifer Aniston? I never saw this movie. Is it good? Pet Detective?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody recommended it. People say Courtney Cox. And they are correct, sir. Is that from the movie? That's Jim Carrey. A year before she gained international fame playing Monica Geller on the hit TV show Friends, Courtney Cox played the character Melissa Robinson in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, 1994. The film became a cult classic and helped launch Jim Carrey's career as a comedy superstar during the 1990s. Might have to check it out.
What is the name of the boat captained by Ahab in the novel Moby Dick? The Hispaniola, the Bloodhound, the Terror, or the Pequod?
And this is double points. Be on your game, people. It's Pequod. I read this book about 6 years ago. I think I was supposed to read it in high school, but man, it's a great, great novel, Moby Dick.
The Pequod is a small three-masted ship that is decorated in carvings made from whale bones in Herman Melville's Moby Dick, 1851. This is one of the classics I've not read.
You should. You learn a lot about whales. It's a whale of a good book. What witty British lord coined the saying, absolute power corrupts absolutely? Lord Byron, Lord Acton, Lord Palmerston, or Lord Tennyson? Wow. Lord Tennyson wasn't a British lord, was he? Lord Palmerston, never heard of him. I'd say B. Lord Byron was a poet. We'll see. My method would have worked. Lord Acton wrote, "Power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely," in an 1887 letter to Bishop Mandel Creighton. Very poignant prose. Good old Lord Acton. Tina, back on top.
Corey got that one right. Good job, Corey.
That was a guess.
An educated one.
What is the three-letter designation of the Eurasian counterpart to the NHL? DHL, ECHL, ICHL, or KHL?
Well, how could it be B or C? That's 4 letters.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it's D.
Big brain.
Still don't know the answer, but nobody, most people weren't fooled by that 4-letter glitch. KHL, what does the K stand for? Continental Hockey League? We'll find out.
The NHL, or National Hockey League, is the North American counterpart to the KHL. Oh my goodness, I'm not saying that with your accent. That has 23 teams from all around Eurasia.
Continental Hockey League. Who knew? Now we're all learning together, and it's a beautiful thing.
Oh my gosh.
I did not have a preview of that question. Who directed the 1997 romantic epic film Titanic? Robert Zemeckis, Ridley Scott, Steven Spielberg, or James Cameron?
CM
Good.
Punk is having a very difficult night.
Yeah. Of course, it's James Cameron. And Rose, that was her name, Kate Winslet. I don't know what his name was in the movie.
Jack.
Jack, thank you. James Cameron directed Titanic, a film whose budget was higher than the budget of the actual doomed ship. The actual Titanic cost about $166 million in today's money, whereas the movie cost around $400 million. That is more, 166 versus 400 mil. Tina, MKS, still on top. Short fees.
What working material would a scrimshonger work with in the 1800s? Shrimp, woodwind instruments, alcohol, spirits, or bone and ivory?
A Schlimpslonger, of course, works with bone and ivory. I have no idea.
I was going to say bone and ivory, but I'm not entirely sure.
That's it. Like,
Oh,
that's crazy. Of course it's bone and ivory. Everyone knows Schlimpslonger.
duh. The scrimshonger was a term used in the 1800s for someone who worked with bone and ivory, craftspersons who turned these materials into various intricate goods. During this period, objects made from ivory, such as combs, knife handles, and decorative pieces, were quite popular. That is a very high score that Tina has.
Breezy third. What is the name of the dog in the 1994 slapstick comedy The Mask? Max, Bones, Comet, or Milo? That's another Jim Carrey movie, isn't it? So this could be a Jim Carrey edition of trivia. Are you a Jim Carrey-ophile? Milo, the people say. They know their Carrey movies, and that's correct. Let's see who nailed it. The 1994 comedy film The Mask, a Jack Russell Terrier played Milo, plays the dog belonging to Jim Carrey's character Stanley Ipkiss. Milo becomes an invaluable sidekick, especially when he puts on the magical mask himself. Well, that's got to be a hilarious scene. I haven't seen that movie
Long
recently.
time. Which of these countries does not use the peso as its currency? Dominican Republic, Cuba, Venezuela, or Philippines?
I have a theory. I would guess A, because it has to share an island with Haiti. I think the Philippines have the peso, but
Yeah.
no, it's Venezuela. They now have the dollar. I don't know.
Venezuela does not use the peso as its currency. Oh, I did know this. It uses the bolivar, named for the South American hero Simón Bolívar.
The great liberator.
Yeah.
Where is he when you need him? No, a lot of people did not get that question correct. Which of the below types of words are both race car and level? Lipograms, homophones, antonyms, or palindromes? Ah, I see it now. I would have never thought of the first word as a palindrome, but
That is awesome.
yeah. And then the video doesn't help. A kid, he gets run over by his brother in a car. This is not okay. A palindrome is a word or phrase that reads the same backward and forward, such as civic, or a man, a plan, a canal, Panama. That's a great one. There's some great palindromes. That's like Hannah. I say palindromic Hannah or unpalindromic Hannah. Hanna would be the non.
Which dessert shares its name with a person who repairs shoes? Brownie, bunt, cobbler, or financier?
Huh.
This one is
Hey, have you
very
tried the
simpler.
peach financier lately? Or the orange bun? There's some hard questions and some easy questions. This will be interesting. Of course, it's cobbler.
A cobbler dessert typically consists of a fruit filling poured into a large baking dish and covered with a batter topping. As an occupation that has existed for centuries, cobblers or shoe repairers are skilled artisans who restore and repair footwear and leather goods.
Like Beanie. Anybody remember Beanie? He had a shoe repair down where the City Mart is. In medieval and Renaissance times, what did a petardier place outside of castles and fortifications? Bombs, coffins, food, or water and milk? I can't believe this photo is helpful.
It's like Game of Thrones, but with a pug.
I'd say bombs. Coffins. That's bombs. Thank you. Coffins? The term petardier comes from the word petard, which was an early explosive device used in breaching fortified walls or gates during medieval and Renaissance times. A petardier was the specialist responsible for planting these bombs to destroy fortifications. Now the coffins might scare people away. Ooh.
It's psychological warfare.
Yeah.
The blank is mightier than the sword.
Hmm.
Oh, this is one of my all-time favorite quotes. Actually, my favorite version of this is, oh, now I lost it. Never mind. I had it. I just looked up. The pen is not mightier than sword. Mighty is the hand that knows when to pick the pen, and mighty is the hand that knows when to pick the sword. So it's a derivation of that.
Well, you can only do so much with either one. Pen. The fight is mightier than the sword. The person is mightier than the sword. The word den, the den is mightier than the sword.
The phrase, "the pen is mightier than the sword," was coined by English author Edward Bulwer-Lytton in 1839 for his play Richelieu or The Conspiracy. It suggests that writing or the communication of ideas is a more powerful tool than violence. Tina's score is phenomenally high. So is Wolfenstein.
Could all come crashing down. How much do you know about dogs?
Not a lot, but I would probably still bet it all just because, especially if I were Tina, because she's got so many points. But maybe she'll only bet half. She
can calculate how far ahead she is and
Yeah.
make sure that, well, you never know. Who will run the table? Queen Elizabeth famously favored the corgi, a short-legged herding breed of dog originated in France, Ireland, Scotland, or Wales. I know this one. I believe it's Wales. That's what the people say. So a lot of people, looks like they got it right. This is going to be, will Tina hold serve? Queen Elizabeth II had a fondness for the Pembroke Welsh Corgi, a breed that hails from Wales. She reportedly owned more than 30 during her reign, often inspired by the traits of loyalty and companionship found in this breed. Although I don't think they can do stairs. So if you want to take them up the stairs, you got to carry them.
Third place, Breezy with 28.58. Second place, Ruby from Boston with 30.66. And first place, Schwolfenstein with 32.24.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Okay, this is fascinating study because we'll see what happened with Tina. Well,
Well, she dropped to fourth, but she still placed top 5.
but she didn't roll at all. She must not have played at all. We like CM Punk. We know who that is. Robert. Okay. All right, I got to get
All
these
right,
scores.
so 18.
Schulfenstein,
Yep.
3224. Ruby from Boston, 3066. Breezy, 2858. Tina,
26.75.
2675, and that was Breezy third. Tin Man fifth with 2550. Okay, well done, Tin Man, Tina, Breezy, Ruby from Boston, Schulfenstein. We'll start in the lower level of achievement among the 18 most distinguished scholars in the universe. We like Chatmore Punk, 0, Sarah Young, 0, Annabella, 0, Corey, 200. We'll talk more about that later. What we have, where are we? Go ahead, pick it up, Anna.
We have Jeff Cook's biggest fan with 217. We like CM Punk with 276.
Which we think is Robert.
And number 12 is Trixie. Number 11, Diane. Number 10, CM Punk with 444. Dennis Weaver.
Keeping it in the family.
Yep.
We're both top 10 in the universe, not bad.
Yeah. Robert's mom came in 8th. Astro came in 7th. Sarah Y in 6th. Tin Man top 5. Rounding out the top 5, followed by Tina in 4th.
Tina, Breezy, Ruby from Boston, Schulfenstein. Congratulations, everybody. Schulfe, we still don't know who that is, but if anybody out there would like to be a panelist, you could be up here by Zoom. Give us a call, 717-334-3000, or contact us via the internet, communitymedia.net. So congratulations. Greg Weaver might be back next week, but Schulfenstein, that is the highest score in a month at least. You got to go back to Greg. Yeah, that's an impressive score. So we had some top-notch players tonight, and a great job as always by Sean and Jordan in the control room, and CM Punk, top 10, not bad at all. Anna, your impressions of the round?
You know, I liked a lot of the questions, even the ones that I know I would have gotten wrong. I thought it was a good mix. It was
Especially
nice.
if you knew a lot about Jim Carrey movies.
That's true. Which I don't know a ton, but that was still just fun. It was a fun game.
We learned some more. We learned together. It was really a nice thing. So,
Yep.
Corey, what are your impressions of the round?
Well, I was doing pretty good. The wager, I kind of went 80% in, and I lowered my score down to 200. So, it is what it is. I went with Scotland. I should have went with Wales, but you know that's what happens when you roll the dice.
Yeah. You got to be prepared. You know, I don't care. I mean, the hint helps. You just feel a little more confident. But even if you're put off by the hint, you're probably still going to roll it. You're probably going to roll it over. So that's become the way of trivia here. So special thanks to all those in the control room. Any shout-outs, parting thoughts? Anna,
No?
great
this
job
is-
as usual.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Corey, any words of wisdom?
Just keep being you. I got nothing else.
That's to the viewers, correct? You're
Yes,
to the
yes.
viewers? Okay. And as my friend Ray Owen says, and make sure to do whatever comes next. So until next week, sports fans and trivia lists, we thank you for tuning in. I'm Jeff Cook. We'll see you next Tuesday and every Tuesday here on Live Trivia. Be there. Good night, everybody. Mahalo.